Hi, Peanut. Yo, Miss, what's up? Marek, what's up, brother? How's everyone doing? Today, a horror game. Chat, horror game today. Is everyone locked in? Is everyone ready? Yo, Miss, what's up, man? I haven't seen Miss in ages. Nice. My arms may have a giant bruise. What the frick? Why does it have a giant bruise, bro? Why does your arm have a bruise on it? Popped my third black bear, great one earlier. Congratulations, bro. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm saying. If 70 mph baseball hit your arm. I was working night shift, so I just woke up. Damn. Good morning, bro. No, I accidentally shot it. I don't think I can leave in time. Chat, I accidentally shot my stacked one. My day's been good. Damn. I'm at 1,045 kills now, Peanut. Yo, 543, what's up? Bearback, take your time, man. Stacking for Peanut, fairly quick about freeze. Stacking for Pheasant isn't needed. They shoot down fairly quick without freeze. What do you mean? Oh, the solos. Yeah. I'm just stacking for fun, bro. I'm hunting pheasants, man. I'm gonna be playing horror games in a bit. Mao, what's up? I shot 150 pheasants earlier, then said, damn. I'm at 1,045 kills, so my grind basically just started. Five, 4, 3. What do you like hunting the most? Too far. I should have zeroed, but I can't be asked. If I hear him, I hear him. If I don't, it's good. I don't know how many I am. At least 700. Nice, man. What horror game you be playing? I'm gonna be playing the rest of the Outlast game. And then tomorrow, I might play a survival game tomorrow. Geese. Geese is cool. I like hunting geese. Have you done wood duck grind yet? 5, 4, 3. Chat, I'm excited, man. I think next, if I finish Outlast today, I'm going to next week play probably I don't know what horror game I was gonna play. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe Five Nights of Freddy. Freddy's. Five Nights of Freddy's. Nah. What other horror games would you like to see me play, guys? Sniper. Do you like horror games 543? Marek, are you excited? Mao, nothing special. How about you? I'm good, Mayo. You have any plans for today? JM, guess what? Josie, what's up? Is that Josie? I'm guessing it's Josie. Okay. I was looking at your profile picture to see if it is you, but yeah. And I didn't see your cat, so I was like, I don't know who that is. I was like, wait, is that Josie? I clicked to see your profile picture, because usually if there's a cat, it's Josie. I clicked, there's no cat. Guess what? Okay. Josie, what? Josie said, JM, guess what? I got tea. Okay. Are you telling me because I'm British? Yo, Snap, what's up, brother? Wait, no, what? Okay, let's go. Either way, I would have been happy for you. Do you like tea? How far in? I am at like 1,048 kills. Yo, how's it going? I'm going good. How's it going with you? Oh, you got T as in gossip. Ah, okay. What's up? I'm scared. Pearsall's Element. That's a cool name. I'm gonna call you Element. Yo, what's up, Element? Yo. What's the tea you have to spill? Carson, what's up, brother? Chat, I love when there's no spawns, man. I just have to leave and come back. Let me give everyone their points before I forget. I got Great 1-3 yesterday. It's nice, man. Congratulations, bro. My third one spawned around that as well, to be fair. And then my fourth one was like 9 kills. Not much you. I'm good, man. Alright, Carson, I want to play some horror games today. Are you ready? Do you like horror games or nah? Yo, look at that fox. Terry, I'm reading chat. So I was at the race and a boy I like came up to me and asked if I wanted to go somewhere with him Sunday. Damn. Damn. Are you on PC? Yes, I am, Mario. What's the fox doing? I swear there was a song like that. Oh no, it's what did the fox say? Never mind. I don't know. What the fox doing? Mario. Okay. Your second name, for a split second, I thought it said caught. How many main zones you shooting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I shot down like 3 or 4. I think 4 zones. What is the fox doing? What the fox doing? Are you going to go out with him on Sunday? He's hiding behind the tent, look. I would shoot him through there, but you can't. Yeah. What the dog doing? He's the AFK in the brain. Yo, thank you for the follow. 543. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I shot a pheasant again. It didn't rhyme. I tried to rhyme it, but it didn't work. Then I shot a pheasant again. Yeah, and I'm hella excited. Let's go. That's good. Make sure to stay safe. Take care. This is one zone I need to shoot down. But that's not all. What happened? Damn, she got more tea. Come on, bro. You got shot. Die, man. Welcome back, Peanut. That's Josie, bro. Peanut, that's Josie. The way she came in and said hello, I thought it was Josie. I look at the name, okay, it didn't say Josie. So then I looked at the profile picture, it wasn't a cat. So I was like, is that even Josie? And I asked if it was Josie, and then she said it's Josie. And she's spilling some tea, as they say. She got asked out on a date, I assume. Which is good. Cute. And then, okay, so where I live, we have prom soon because we don't do prom in April due to tests. And he asked me to prom. Aw, that's cute. That's cute. Okay. Make sure, Josie, when you go out, yeah? How do I say this without sounding dumb? Make sure when you're talking to him, he isn't dumb. Yeah. Yeah. You know, some people, okay, seem, okay, attractive, and then you talk to them, and they can't talk for shit. Okay? Just letting you know. Make sure they can talk, okay? Make sure they have, like, actual thoughts. They're not brain dead, okay? Make sure he doesn't think chocolate milk comes from brown cows, okay? Kinda, yeah. Got my first diamond. Congratulations, 543. Yeah. Make sure they're, you know, conscious. And make sure you're having fun, you know? I sound like a parent in it. Damn. Chat. They grow up so fast. Oh, that's funny. Bro, dad. Damn. I'd be protective. Bro. I don't even know how eventually I do want to become parent, of course, of my own children. Okay. But like, I don't know. If I had a daughter, yeah, I'd be so protective. I don't know how I'd even like, yeah. Son, I'd be like, yeah, it's whatever, you know. Phone law. What does phone law mean? So yeah, make sure to stay safe and take care, Josie, yeah? Make sure the guy is actually conscious, isn't dopey, isn't dumb, isn't just good looking. Yeah. Texas made a law. Okay, Texas made a law that no one can use the phone in school program. That's smart. I gotta watch myself or I'll go on a rant about something stupid. I'm scared now. Wait. Myself or I'll go on a rant about something. Go a rant about what? Did I say something wrong, Josie? Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. That, okay, I swear to God, this morning I was like, wait, I meant to set something up. And then, yeah, okay, I want to watch a video chat of like learning about guns. Okay? Is everyone down? Okay. Let me see if I can't whip it open because I don't know how to talk to boys. You don't know how to talk to guys. Like, talking to him, I'll probably like rant about some stupid. To be fair, just be yourself, you know? If they don't like you for you, okay, let's say you hide your weird side, okay? And then you guys do get together. And then obviously you're gonna show him your weird side. And then if he doesn't like it, you're gonna like then you guys are gonna break up. But like from the start, if you're the same, then you know, chat. Like, you feel me? Just be yourself. If you're gonna rant about some stupid shit, rant about some stupid shit. You feel me? I feel you. Let me switch to my account and then learning about guns. Chat, do you guys have a good video about guns? It's an hour long. Nah, okay, wait. Rifle basics for absolute beginners.
So in this video today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about rifle basics for absolute beginners.
Yo, this kind of sounds good. Chat, who's locked in for this? Who wants to watch this? Wait, I need to make sure I don't leak anything. Is there anything I could leak? I can leak my background. My desktop has my full name on it. Let's not have that happen. You guys see it? Now I need to do TikTok. Wait. No. Let me... What is this? The Windows capture. Chat, do you see this shit? Let's size it. Yo, chat, it's hard to size, man. Is that good? Chat, is that good? Okay, I can read chat now. Let me read chat. Let me read chat real quick. So, where was I? Yeah, I feel weird. Yeah, you're right. I want a bold cat. Like furthest one. That's so real. Me. Okay, okay. But what's bad is trying to hide my accent because he's Latino and I don't think he'd like how I talk. He has to like how you talk. Your talking is the one thing you can't hide forever. Oh, Shadow Man. Okay, Peanut, that's enough out of you. Bro, I'm 1,200 kills into Muley grind and still nothing. Don't worry, man. Keep going. Okay, the thing is, King P, whether you're at 1,000 kills, 1,000,000 kills, or 1 kill, you're still at the same point. More kills doesn't mean it will spawn sooner. More kills just means there's more chances of it respawning into it, yes, but doesn't mean it's gonna come out. Yeah, that's what makes it fun, because it isn't like get 1,000 kills and the next one's gonna be the great one. Okay, I'm so inspirational, JM. Facts. That was so inspirational. Thank you. Can you guys hear it?
So much to say. There's no way I can say everything. I'm not speaking in absolutes, but I want to give the basic idea of some important things about rifles. One thing that I always want to stress is safety, especially for new people. Safety is the most important thing. Learning how to be safe, learning how to control, how to use these properly is of utmost importance. And so you need to take classes in person with people. Don't just go out and just go start shooting rifles without knowing what you're doing, because you're gonna make mistakes and it could potentially end a person's life. So being careful is the most important thing. And I'll talk about some rules as we go through here today. This video is kind of like my other video I have that's handgun basics for absolute beginners. Now, handguns are considered more dangerous. And again, this is just generic stuff. This is not absolute, but a handgun is considered more dangerous in the sense that it's so easy to flip like that. Like if you're at the range and somebody just quickly turns like that, they can have that gun pointing at you like that.
It's true, it's true.
Whereas when you're holding a rifle, it takes a lot more. There's got to be a lot more room, and it takes for a lot longer to swing that rifle around to get it pointed at somebody. A rifle is more dangerous in the sense that there's several reasons, but the main thing is that in a rifle, based off of the length of the barrel and based off of the type of rounds that it shoots, generally in a rifle, and again, this is general stuff, not absolutes, but generally in a rifle, the rounds that it uses, the bullets that it shoots just go faster.
Fascinating.
Go a lot faster, 2 to 3 times faster than a standard
That makes
handgun,
sense.
and it's pushing the same size of bullet as handgun rounds, just going way faster, and that speed just equates to way more energy. Okay, one thing I want to talk about for a second is what we call the caliber.
Okay, this is what I'm interested in. I don't understand this.
The type or the size of the round, the cartridge that particular rifle uses. Okay, this is 243 Winchester. That is the caliber of this.
So that's the caliber of the gun, right? Sorry, chat, I'm pausing. So the caliber is the bullet you use, right? But what determines the caliber? The amount of gunpowder in it,
rifle. That's
or the size of the bullet.
It's going to use. Okay, this rifle is a 308 Winchester. This is the caliber of this
I use
rifle.
that in Call of the Wild,
or nearly every barrel. You'll always find this. It'll tell you what chambering, what the caliber is. Okay, so this barrel is a 5.56, or we'll just say 5.56.
We're gonna learn now, Peanut. We're gonna learn, chat.
So on this one right here, you can see it says CAL. The caliber of this rifle is 22 LR.
Damn.
So what that tells you basically is how big around the barrel is. So for instance, real quick, on this 22 LR caliber, I'm going through all this just so I can measure the inside of the barrel. Have to be safe, have to be careful. Okay, now before I do this, I'm going to triple check that there's nothing in the chamber, that we're safe here. So first thing is make sure that your safety is on. Red means dead, so make sure it's pushed to where you cannot see red. So that's on safe. And if it's a rifle that has a detachable
chat, red mean dead, all right?
Magazine like this one, make sure that there's no mag in it. Okay, this is a mag, no mag in it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back on the charging handle, and I'll talk more about all this as we go through here, but just for now, just show this quickly. With
Chat, shall I slow this section down? I'll slow it down a little.
Handle held back, I'm going to look at the chamber, which is right there, and make sure that there's nothing in the chamber.
Okay.
And there's not. If it were, you'd see it right there.
That makes sense.
This is what it would look like if there were a round in the chamber. Let's see something like that. And I'm also going to put my finger there, feel, make sure that there's no round there. There's not. We're on safe, no mag, nothing in the chamber. I'm going to measure the inside diameter of this barrel, and you can see it is right at 0.22.
Okay.
And the caliber tells you how big of a bullet it shoots in that barrel. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 cartridges here. And as you look at these 2, you can probably tell the quick difference between these 2. And I'm not talking about the color difference. That's just different type of metal or different coating that it uses. But the main difference you can tell is that this one here on the right-hand side does not have this top piece. Like this one
the bullet part.
does. Okay. So on this one, the top piece is the actual bullet.
Yeah.
The brass-colored piece down here, the majority of what you see is called the case.
Josie uses a 243 and a 308 IRL. That is sick. Okay, so this is what I know. I know this part. The case is where the gunpowder is, and the bullet is the part that hits you. Okay, and the whole thing is called a cartridge. Oh, okay. I always call this whole thing a bullet, but that makes sense. I knew this is the case, and that's a bullet. I knew they were separate, but I'd called the whole thing a bullet. But like, it's called a cartridge. Chat, we learn something new every day.
This kind of darker copper.
Also, Jem, I hate to break it to you, but you need to take your hunter safety course. Yeah, I know.
Copper color is the actual bullet. This
chat, the reason I'm learning this is because I want to eventually get the gun license and shit. So you guys are learning with me.
Actually shoots down the barrel. This brass piece gets thrown to the side and not thrown out like as fast as the bullet, just gets kicked out a few feet out to the side of it, while the bullet is what goes down the barrel going at, very fast speed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that's the difference between these two, is that this one has already been shot, or we say that it is spent. This is a spent case.
Spent case, okay.
This one has not been shot yet. And another difference, if you look on the back of the round here, you can see the difference between the...
Wait, Josie, they played you a video. Makes sense now, right? They played you a video. You had to watch a video. Traumatized, the video was so gory. Damn.
These two, and I'll talk more about this in a little bit. But on this one, you can see this little dimple here. And
a dimple?
That's the one that's spent. What that means
I got
is
two
that
dimples.
inside the gun, there's a little metal firing pin, little metal piece in there that hits that really hard.
Yeah,
it hits that
to activate the gunpowder.
Whenever it hits that, the primer sets off a tiny little charge, just a little tiny fire. And then inside of this hollow tube, between where this primer's at,
the gunpowder,
where this bullet is at the end, inside of here is gunpowder.
I knew it.
So this little primer gets set off, starts a little fire, then it catches all of this gunpowder on fire,
and it pushes the bullet.
That catches on fire, that explosion's got to push some way, and it just goes out the funnel. Basically, it goes out the barrel. Just
Thank you, bro.
And so whenever all that catches on fire, then that shoots it out. So the copper part.
Yeah, the one I watched was four-wheeler safety, and it showed two boys on a four-wheeler not paying. Hunter safety is easy if you know what you're doing. It's true.
The bullet. This part
is logic,
in
it?
And the whole thing, we call it a round, or we call it a cartridge. Now, getting back to the caliber thing. So the caliber talks about how wide the bullet is. So on this one right here, on the back side of every round, it's going to have what we call a head stamp. These letters are what we call a head stamp. And it'll tell you sometimes the manufacturer. Most of the time, it'll tell you the actual, what the round is. So you can see here it says 223 REM. That means this is a 223 Remington round. Okay, that's this right here. Now, what the 223 means is that is how wide the bullet is, basically. Now, it's not exact. There's different tolerances, and there's all kinds of stuff to be said about that. And I'm just focusing on the basics here, but I want you to see this. Okay.
They ran into barbed wire, and one arm was like,
so on this
damn.
223, measure this 223. You can see I'm in inches.
So the cartridge, right?
I'm measuring
the bullet. Wait. So right because this is let's say a 308. So a 308 weapon, right? The bullet is 308. The size of the bullet is 308. Then how is a 308 smaller than a 300?
And you can see it's about 2200, which is really close to 223. Okay, on the 5.56, let's switch this over to millimeters. And you'll see right there, really close to 5.56. The 223 is talking about in inches. The 5.56 is talking about in millimeters. And this goes back to my handguns basics for beginners. I'm making the same point here. That's one confusing thing about the way.
Wait, show us. Because sometimes you use a four-wheeler to drive out there. Oh, okay.
That they do cartridges is they
for a second there, I thought you said drive over.
The two systems up. They use the customary system, which is what we use in America, and they mix that with the metric, which what most of the rest of the world uses. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more quick example of this. So here you have .308. This is customary. 7.62 by 51 millimeters. Right there, you can see this is metric. 7.62 is how many millimeters wide this is, and the by 51 is talking about how long
that's
the
why I was
case
like,
is.
what
So
the
let me show you real
hell?
quick. See 7.7, really close to that 7.62 by 51. If I measure the case length here,
Chat, this is actually sick.
51 millimeters. Now most, and again, this is not absolute, but most rifle rounds are bigger than handgun rounds. Here's a standard
Guys, have you
9
guys ever
millimeter
used this
round.
weapon
is a
before?
very standard handgun round. And you can see how these cartridges are a lot bigger than this. Okay, so most rifle rounds are bigger than just standard handgun rounds. But you can have rifles that do shoot very
Yo,
small
why does this look like a Nerf toy? Chat, why does it look like a Nerf? Like, why does it look fake?
And so you can see this .223, you can see it compared to this 22 LR. Okay, but this 22 LR fits into this magazine, which goes into this gun right here. This rifle uses a 22 LR. So not all rifles use huge rounds. They can have very small rounds like this. All right, so I want to talk to you about the two basic different types of rifles. Now again, I'm not speaking in absolutes here because there's all different variations of this and different types, but these are the two main types that you're going to deal with in rifles. And those two types are this is what we call a semi-auto rifle.
Yeah.
And this is what we call a bolt action rifle.
Bolt action. So the difference I tell is semi-auto is like almost automatic. Bolt action is it has a little lever thing. You go to get the casing out.
These rifles, I just picked these two out. Both of these shoot 22.
That was my guess.
Both of these shoot the same cartridge. They use the same cartridge. So they use this, but you'll see as I'm going through here, I'm actually going to be using this, okay? Call this a dummy round. And it's actually these things right here, these wall anchors.
It looks fake because he has a bright orange so he can see it, I guess. Yeah. I have almost the same as Rugger. You're right. Let's go, I'm right. See, this is all my learning from shooting games, FPSs. Thank you, Josie.
And these are just something that's commonly used for 22 because these are so cheap. It works perfect for this. So I won't be using real rounds, obviously. I'll be using these little dummy rounds as I demonstrate this. Okay, so this magazine goes to this rifle. This type of magazine goes to this rifle. And you can see what it looks like whenever they have the real rounds in there. But this is what I'm going to be doing is having these fake dummy rounds in. Okay, so let's start off with the semi-auto. And I just want to describe what happens on this. Okay, so I'm taking the magazine, put it up into the mag well, and it clicks in place. And then it's...
Nice.
Okay, on a semi-auto, you have to pull back on the charging handle, and I'll demonstrate different charging handles in a little bit. But as I pull this charging handle back, you'll see this little silver piece, this bolt move back. All right, and then up there,
and
you
it
can see
pushes
the
it
little
in.
dummy rounds. And it just pushed that round up into the chamber. Pushing it up into the chamber. And so it pushed it up.
Yeah.
Now, in a semi-auto, I only have to do that one single time. From here, every time I pull the trigger, and of course this is a piece of plastic in there, but if there were a real round in there, every time I pull that trigger, it shoots
It does a bolt action on its own.
The force of that happening in the way this works on this 22 is the force of that round right there just pushes this bolt back. And so it has enough force to do that. And it takes this bolt and it moves it back and it comes back far enough. And then it goes
to load
back
the next one
by itself and catches the next round and puts it up into
I
the
knew
chamber.
it.
And so when you pull the trigger,
yeah, I do
this
remember
basically
you.
does this at about the blink of an eye. It goes back and forward just like this. And whenever it goes back and forward every time, it's picking up a new round and putting it into the chamber. Now I'm having to use this right here because it's not working like it's supposed to because I'm not, there's not actual explosive right there. So this is like me pulling the trigger. And I'm going to do it real fast. So what you're going to see is that as this comes back, it's going to throw this round out, and then it's going to pick up the next round and put it in there.
Damn.
And it happens that fast in the blink of an eye. And watch, I'll pull this back just a little bit, and you'll see that's the one that it put up in there.
Let's go to the next
I'll do it
one.
again, and this is like that, and it'll throw that one out, and then that was the last round in there. So on a semi-auto, that's what happens. You only have...
Farm boy, I do remember you. And last time I think I muted you for spamming that shit too.
to get that first round into there. Then from there, every time you pull the trigger...
Yo, Marek, Josie, 543. Peanut, what's your favorite, semi or bolt? Semi or bolt?
It makes us go backwards and
King
come
P,
forward
what would
and
you like?
load the next round into the chamber for you every time. So you only have to do this one time, And then from there, you just pull the trigger, boom, 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 until it empties all of them out for you. Now on a bolt action,
Yo, chat. 4 people just said bolt.
have to manually move the bolt yourself every single time. Okay, so I'm taking this mag, I'm putting it in here. Now I'm gonna lift this bolt handle up. Then I'm gonna pull it back. You can see that round in there. And as I push this bolt forward, it pushed that round right into the chamber. Then I have to push this down to lock it in. Then here, when I pull the trigger, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger here, okay? Whenever you pull the trigger on a bolt action, the bullet obviously is gonna, shoot down the barrel, but nothing else is gonna happen. This is not gonna move by itself. It's locked in place right here. It's not gonna move back and forth. So on a bolt action, after you shoot that, you manually have to lift this bolt handle up, bring it back, and I don't know if you saw that or not, but it kicked that round out.
Yeah.
It kicks out real fast.
I knew it.
And then you have to push the next round in just like that. Auto, you only have to put the third round. You got to do this for every new round that you want to shoot. So on a semi-auto, you only have to put the first one in. Then the energy from the rounds itself loads the next one in. On a bolt action, you are providing the energy with your hand lifting the bolt handle and taking it back, putting it forward, and locking it in
To be fair, yeah, this is all you would need. You wouldn't need this one unless you're shooting like zombies.
place every single time. Okay, on most semi-autos, you have a charging handle. That's what this thing is right here. So this is what you pull back to pull the bolt carrier group back to be able to
This is
put
another
a round
semi.
into the chamber. We call that chambering it. Putting a round into the chamber.
So then it's reloaded so it could do it on its
Here's the
own.
charging handle for that.
Yo, wait, but like,
Yeah,
can that
let's go
shit
to
hit
22.
you?
Here's the charging handle. It's just in a different place, different style. But that's what you would pull to
Oh, that's semi as
pull
well.
back to charge around to put a round into the chamber. Okay,
Chat,
on
I
this one,
understand
here's the
it.
charging handle. You got to pull this back to get around into the chamber. And then from there, since this is semi-auto, every time you pull the trigger, the bolt is going to cycle back and forth every time and put it around into the chamber for you. Okay, now for some bolt action. So here's a bolt. You lift this up and run the bolt. You
Damn!
have to do that between every single
Damn!
shot.
One more time.
Another
Oh
bolt
shit.
action. You have to
You guys
lift this
go.
up,
Damn!
do this every time
Damn!
between every shot. Okay, here's a little 22.
Damn!
On this one, you have to lift this handle up.
Damn!
Lift the bolt handle up and
Damn!
run this every time.
Chat,
between every
each
shot.
time he does it, I have to say
Here's another
damn.
bolt action. You gotta lift this
Damn!
up, run the bolt every time to put a new round in the chamber every time. So I keep pointing right here talking about the chamber. I want to show you what the chamber actually
The
is.
palm of your
so this thing
hand.
right here is what is called a chamber flag. It's used for safety purposes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into the chamber.
Why?
So that's the chamber right there. The chamber is basically the first part of the barrel that the round actually fits up into. And so what happens is when you get a round put into there, again, this is one of those dummy rounds, that's what it looks like whenever there's a round in the chamber. Okay, whenever it shoots, that round has to get out of that chamber, and then another round has to get put in just like that. Because right
Tip
there,
for bolt.
that's where the bolt closes on it and where you can pull the
Ah.
trigger and shoot that thing. Now if I pull this, it's going to throw that out of the chamber. Just throw it right here.
Okay, I get it. Chat, this
And so
guy
one
told
thing
me
quickly I want you
everything.
to see is that the semi-auto and bolt action doesn't just apply to like the 22 that I showed you. It applies
Is
to
there anything
basically
else?
every caliber. These are do other than that. Okay, so I've got this round in this magazine, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this magazine and I'm going to put it into the mag well. I'm going to push it up till I hear it click. That
Ooh.
way the mag catches the mag and it can't fall out. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the round not in the chamber. That's what it looks like with the round in the chamber. Not in the chamber, in the chamber. Now, a lot of beginners have a hard time understanding this, but okay, there's nothing in the chamber.
Chat, it's raining. I still have Cool in the Wild open.
Guarantee there's nothing in that chamber right now. Now, if I take this magazine with this round right here, and if I put it into the mag well, click it in place, there's still not a round in the chamber. That one single round is...
Yo, Peanut. Josie, King P. What's your favorite bow action?
still in the magazine. It's still right there. That's the only one in there. Chamber.
Cha.
Safety. Whenever it's in this position, the bolt handle won't even lift up. Okay, then it has a middle position right here where you can run the bolt, where this will move, and you can put it around in the chamber, but you won't be able to pull the trigger. And then all
look
the
at
way
the
forward
safety.
is where the bolt will run and where you can pull the trigger. Of course, you never rely totally on the safety. You always have to follow the other rules of safety of never pointing a gun at somebody, always assume it's loaded, know where you're shooting, know what's beyond what you're shooting at, all of that. Okay, on this Ruger 1022, it has what's called a cross bolt safety, and it's just right here. And whenever you see red, red means dead. That means it's where it can shoot. So right here, the trigger's active. You can shoot with it.
Chat, red mean dead, okay?
It's like this. When you don't see the red, then the trigger is not going to work. Again, you never rely on that, but that's what this is for. Okay, so on this one, the safety is right here. In this position, you can run the bolt, you can pull the trigger, then pulling it back to here.
Yeah, safety can fail. That's why you act like your gun is always not on safety, because you can't just rely on safety.
Completely.
You have to pretend like there's no such thing as safety and keep it safe.
Now on AR style rifles, you have the safety generally right here. Safe there and up to fire. There's another AR style. You can see it flips safe to fire. On this AR style,
Thank you.
a 45-degree throw. It only goes 45 degrees from safe to fire. Okay, so real quick, just a few more things. This is a magazine. This is where you put the rounds in. That's what clips into the rifle. But
Yeah.
this thing itself is called a magazine.
Yeah.
A lot of people call these clips, and there's people who have shot way longer than me and people who shoot way better than me who still call these clips, and that's fine. I mean, that's their business. But this is called a magazine. A magazine basically has a spring inside of it where it
Reloads.
pushes rounds
It feeds
up like
bullets.
this. So this is a magazine. Okay, let's talk about safety. Now, and
Yo, they love me. What's up, brother? We're gonna be playing a horror game soon, but for now, I'm just watching. Like, we're reacting to this video. We're learning about guns.
I can make tons of videos on this, but so on this you can see this safety is pointing to where there's no bullets. If I put it up, that's on not unsafe. If they're around in there, I could shoot right now, but keeping this unsafe. But the main safety you have, this is good to have, but is your brain. Is you using your brain whenever you have a gun. So one thing you do whenever you have a gun is you keep your finger off of the trigger. You keep your finger straight like this. When you see somebody who knows what they're doing, their fingers are held straight like this. And you don't put your finger on that trigger until you already have the rifle up and you are ready to shoot at that exact moment. Not that you're 20 seconds away, but you put your finger on that trigger right before you're ready to shoot. So that's one of the very, very important things, is to keep your finger off of the trigger. One thing is to always assume that a gun is loaded. Always assume that there's a round in the chamber.
Bro, he's saying what I said.
Look and you see that there's not one in there. Assume
He's copying me.
One in there, and what I mean by that is
Chat, he's copying me.
Never point a gun at somebody. A handgun, but a rifle especially, because it can be done in the blink of an eye, and then it's done, and then somebody could be hurt.
Josie, you hear that? He said what I said.
Mistake. So you have to be using your brain.
That's fair, chat. That's fair. That's fair. You guys want to watch another one, or do we? Chat, this guy deserves a like. Everyone go support this guy. We just reacted to his video. His name is Guns and Accessories. Okay, we may watch his handgun video sometime. Wait, when did this? 5 years ago. Damn. Okay. We're gonna watch this sometime. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go play a horror game now, guys. Are you guys ready to a horror game? Josie, Peanut, Marek, King P, are you guys ready? They love me, are you guys ready? Thank you for the follow, by the way, Halfman, Biscuit. Appreciate it, man. Or you guys want to react to some animal clips? Nah, I want to play in it. You guys want to watch me play, yeah? Low key? Wait. What's the name? I want to see horror game. Bet. Wait, I can't copy it. That social watch apparatus storyteller. Is a guy with beard.
A cabin lays in ashes, and only 3 small children survive.
Damn, wait a minute. I put on watch later. Be right back. Take your time. Cigar Cross. My favorite gun. Wait, let me search that shit up. Damn. That looks good. Okay, we're gonna play a horror game now, yeah? How long are the videos? From the Appalachia Storyteller, how long are the videos? $18 minutes. 18 minutes. Yo, wait, these guys. Okay, I might have to watch these. I might have to watch these. You wanna watch them tomorrow, guys? Or do you wanna watch one right now? 5 for free. Take care, brother. I appreciate you, man. Come by anytime, yeah? Josie, Marek, do we listen to a scary story and then play the scary game? Or do we play the scary game and then tomorrow we can listen to a scary story and then play a survival game? Chat? Thoughts? Thoughts? Bet. Now listening. You wanna hear a scary story?
Beneath the waters of
Okay.
one of the most popular lakes in Appalachia. lies a secret
Appalachia. I like it.
no one talks about.
What secret,
A
bro?
mysterious temple full of skulls and skeletons.
Wait,
But
before I
how
do this, yeah?
did it get in?
Guys. Go like this video. Support this guy. We're about to react to his videos.
Buried beneath the waters of one of the largest man-made lakes in Appalachia lies one of the greatest archaeological mysteries in Appalachian history.
Is it?
Temples, skulls sealed in conch shells.
What?
And a death ritual unlike anything we've ever seen.
Bro said death
And yet-
rituals. Bro said death rituals.
Most folks have never heard a single word about it until now.
Neither have I, actually. Yo, Josie, have you heard of it? Yo, chat, can we have a minute, yeah? Look at this scene. That looks beautiful. I was gonna say I'd swim here. Or like boat here. But he's about to tell us this creepy story.
In the early 1930s, as the Tennessee Valley Authority began work on the Norris Dam project, few could have imagined what lay hidden beneath the soil along the Powell River. But as construction crews cut into the land, they unearthed something no one was prepared for.
I'm scared.
Skeletons, temples, burial mounds,
Yo.
and mysteries that still remain unanswered to this day.
That's cool.
In a series of open front caves near the reservoir, workers uncovered 8 human skeletons lying completely flexed in ash-filled hollows lined with bark. Each was wrapped in twine fabric, positioned deliberately as if part of a ritual. Archaeologist Professor W.S. Webb, leading the TVA excavation team, believed these may have been early Cherokee or even related to ancient mound builder cultures from Ohio. But what really shook the team was what they found just 2 miles away.
Chat. If it's old history, yeah, that's sick. But if it's recent, that's weird.
near the Powell River.
Josie has a fun fact, chat. A fun fact: if you go to the lake, there's a cave. If you drive near the Gars, and no one has been in it. Damn.
They unearthed the foundations of a temple, complete with a throne, an altar,
Damn.
and signs of ceremonial sacrifice. The structure was rectangular, framed by a trench, and had been topped with a thatched roof, held up by massive logs. Inside, there was evidence of fire, charred walls, and sacred paint bowls, including a perfectly preserved shade of purple, a color believed to be used by warriors and medicine men. In another shocking find, skulls of children and adults were found buried inside massive conch shells, likely transported hundreds of miles from the Gulf of Mexico. These weren't random burials. They were deliberate, ceremonial, and tied to spiritual beliefs that seemed to connect with both Cherokee and Mesoamerican cultures. Some archaeologists believe this temple shared traits with Mayan and Mexican civilizations. The layout, the clay altar, and the sacrificial fire pit.
You know what's crazy? I wonder what happened to these people.
All pointed to something far more complex than simple tribal life. And then it vanished, submerged forever beneath the waters of Norris Dam.
Damn.
Today, you can't see
Do
any
you get it? Because it's a dam. I said okay.
of these incredible sites. They're gone,
Huh?
buried beneath tons of water and concrete. The TVA took photographs, collected what they could, and moved on.
But how did this happen?
I don't know, bro. Cave of the Dead. Yo, look how beautiful that looks. Is that Appalachia?
Before the first light bulb ever flickered to life in the valleys of East Tennessee, and before the
Did he say Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
mighty waters of the Clinch River were tamed by concrete and steel, there was a land, untouched, wild, and ancient. The year was 1933, and the Tennessee Valley Authority had just begun one of the most ambitious engineering projects in American history. As part of President Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal, the TVA set out to bring electricity, flood control, and economic revival to the poorest corners of the mountains, and one of its first targets was the sleepy green hills just outside of Norris, Tennessee. Here, along the banks of the Powell and Clinch rivers, men with shovels and dynamite set to work carving out a place for what would soon become Norris Dam, the very first dam built by the TVA. But as they cleared the land and dug deeper into the soft Tennessee soil, it quickly became clear that this wasn't just any old patch of wilderness. No, this land held secrets, secrets that had been buried for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. In the early spring of 1934,
Yo, how did they get covered in so much dirt then?
near a remote bend of
Probably
the
a
Powell
landslide or some shit.
River in Campbell County, TVA workers stumbled upon a strange series of open front caves carved into the hills. What they found inside stopped them cold. 8 human skeletons, completely flexed into a fetal position, each one lying in a hollow, lined with white ash and bark. The bodies were wrapped in what archaeologists described as roughly woven twine fabric and arranged with an eerie kind of precision, almost as if placed there in a ritual long forgotten. W.S. Webb, the head archaeologist assigned to the TVA digs, arrived on site to examine the scene. A professor and seasoned scholar, Webb had seen burial sites before, but nothing like this. He
Damn.
refused to jump to conclusions. Were these ancient Cherokee? He held off on
Cherokees.
speculation. But one thing was certain: the ground beneath Norris Dam had once been sacred, and it wasn't done giving up its secrets, because just 2 miles downriver, another team of workers made an even more astonishing discovery, one that would shake the foundation of what archaeologists thought they knew about Appalachian history. They had
Appalachia.
found a temple, but what was it?
What was it, Josie?
What had begun as a hydroelectric project had now become an archaeological gold mine. 8 skeletons in a death pose. A nearby mound, a fire-scarred building, clues like whispers from the earth, begging to tell a story. But the next chapter in this strange tale wouldn't come from the caves. It would come from beneath the soil, where something even more astonishing was waiting to be uncovered: a temple.
In the spring of 1934, while crews worked to tame the Clinch and Powell
Well, I don't know. My ancestors
rivers for the
anyway.
TVA's first dam, another team, just a few miles upstream, unearthed something far older than concrete and steel. Buried beneath the soil, 8 feet below the surface, they discovered the charred outline of an ancient temple. It wasn't just a pile of old stones. This was a structured ceremonial space, complete with a throne, a clay altar, and what archaeologists described as a fire pit used for sacrifices. There were trenches on all 4 sides where wooden poles had once stood, forming walls that were like
Josie, do you know about your like ancestry? Like how they did stuff, or is it lost? I'm part Indian. It was my ancestor anyway. Damn.
likely covered with woven reeds and topped with a thatched roof. At the center of it all sat a large flat rock. The high priest, or perhaps the tribal chief, would have sat there, presiding over the sacred fire, while smoke curled toward the stars. Nearby, workers found the remains of what they believed was a public gathering area, along with the ruins of semi-public dwellings and additional ceremonial pits. There were even child-sized burial sites, with tiny skulls nestled in earth that hadn't seen daylight for over 1,000 years. Professor W.S. Webb called the find one of a kind in all of Eastern America. The deeper they dug, the more questions they found. The structure had burned. Was it destroyed in a raid, abandoned during migration, or had it been purposefully consumed as part of a final ceremony? And then came something unexpected, a clue not made of bone or stone, but color. As the team carefully sifted through the soil, they unearthed an earthen bowl, sealed tightly by the ground. Inside, perfectly preserved, was a dry powder made of natural pigments. Not just one, but many shades: reds, yellows, blues, and one shade never seen before in this context: purple. In native tradition, purple was a color of mystery, power, and the sacred. And this wasn't from crushed berries or flowers. It was a man-made blend, a kind of ceremonial paint used by warriors and medicine men. It was war paint, makeup, spiritual armor. The very people who had once gathered inside this temple had likely worn these paints on their faces and bodies as they danced, prayed, and performed rites beneath the stars.
They probably fought
This
someone.
wasn't a random village. This was a place of power,
Like,
a spiritual capital.
I wish I had the time machine and I could go back and just like watch this like unfold, like them building it and then use it, you know? Like, imagine like thousands and thousands of years ago, there were people gathering around here doing God knows what. That's crazy, no? Like, a man could have been standing against this pole or like on this floor here, you know? They could have been gathering with family, like chillaxing, eating an animal they just went and hunted.
Of a people long forgotten. And yet, this was only the beginning, because buried deeper in the earth, resting in shells from a faraway ocean, something even stranger was waiting to be found.
Damn, there's even more!
Hey guys, JD Phillips here from the Appalachian Storyteller. Today's video is sponsored by tnnursery.net.
Family owned and operated in the heart of Appalachia, TN Nursery ships beautiful plants and trees all across America. Perennials, ferns, vines, trees, and much,
I would
much
skip
more.
this.
Click the link in the description.
I would
to
skip
shop
this, but I'm
America's
reacting to
favorite
this
garden
video,
shop.
so like,
Quality landscaping, trees,
if you guys are interested,
get 15% off of your order
and you want
by using
15%
promo
off,
code Storyteller at checkout.
use
Give
his.
someone you love the gift of old-fashioned storytelling. 4 books for the young and old alike that will make your heart smile. Click the link below.
You
Order
are
your copy
blessed,
of the
adorbs.
Appalachian Storyteller today.
That it look creepy, like, you know, when you see old pictures, they don't know what smiling is yet, right? So they don't smile. If you've seen old pictures, people don't smile in them because they don't know what smiling for a picture is yet. It's crazy. It's eerie. Like nowadays, if you pull up a camera to your child or like your siblings or like your younger cousins or some shit, instantly they smile, bro. They know. But like in the past, they wouldn't. Yo, there's things growing on his skull. Like mold.
Of all the strange and sacred objects uncovered during the Norris Dam excavations, none sparked more wonder or dread than the skulls sealed in seashells.
Seashell by the
TVA crews
seashore.
pushed deeper into the valleys along the Powell River, they came across something that made even seasoned archaeologists pause. Human skulls encased in massive conch shells. These weren't simple grave goods or ceremonial ornaments. These were the actual remains of men, women, and children. Their skulls nestled inside enormous shells, deliberately placed in the ground as part of a burial ritual, unlike anything ever seen in East Tennessee. The conch shells themselves were remarkable. These weren't native to the Appalachian region. No, these shells had traveled hundreds of miles inland from the warm coastal waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Someone, long ago, had carried them over river, ridge, and valley for a purpose, and that purpose was sacred. The symbolism was powerful across countless ancient cultures. The conch shell represents life, death, and rebirth.
Damn.
It's the vessel of the ocean, the echo of the divine. To bury the skull inside the shell was to return it to the womb of the earth, to seal it in silence and mystery forever. Archaeologists noted that each shell burial was intentional. No bones were scattered or crushed. The skulls were clean, placed carefully, perhaps ritually. Some were adult, others were unmistakably children.
Look at this.
This strange practice had never been seen before in Tennessee. Not
'Cause you're
among
the only 10 I
Cherokee or
see.
even the mound builders of the Ohio Valley. Yet here it was, preserved in the
Josie gives us fun facts. I didn't read out loud. I read it in my head, but like I'm gonna read out loud. Josie was saying that like jewelry, like turquoise jewelry, was used as a sign of power in the Native American culture. That is
hills near
cool.
the future floodplain of Norris Dam. But the question remains, who were these people?
Who were these people?
A temple. This strange place had never been before seen in Tennessee, not even among the Cherokee or the mound builders of the Ohio Valley. Yet, here it was, preserved in the hills for the future floodplain of Norris Dam. Some scholars speculated that they were part of a spiritual elite, a sect of priests and medicine people, buried in ways that mirrored distant tribes from the South, maybe even influenced by Mesoamerican cultures, where conch shells were seen as tools of transformation.
Others believed the burials were symbolic of journeys, the soul sailing through the afterlife in a seashell vessel carried back to the Creator through water. But no matter how you interpret it, one thing is clear. These weren't just burials. They were statements of belief, of power, of identity, and their meaning was swallowed by the river not long after they were found. Because just as archaeologists began piecing together this incredible prehistoric puzzle, the waters rose. Beneath the forested hills of East Tennessee, long before the sound of dynamite and steel, there rose a culture, complex, sacred, and nearly forgotten. As the artifacts emerged, twine-wrapped skeletons in bark-lined caves, conch-encased skulls, ceremonial pigments, altars, and fire pits, archaeologists began to piece together a story that didn't quite fit with what they thought they knew about the region's past. This wasn't simply an old Cherokee village. It wasn't a scatter of burials or the ruins of a hunting camp. No, this was the center of something, a ceremonial hub, a place of gathering, worship, and reverence. Some began to whisper the unthinkable. Could this be evidence of a previously unknown culture? One that predated the Cherokee? One that merged with them or was pushed out by them, leaving behind only bones, bowls, and symbols? Others looked even further south. The layout of the temple, the presence of fire altars, and the elaborate funerary rites bore an eerie resemblance to what had been found in the ruins of Mesoamerican civilizations from the Gulf Coast to the heart of the Yucatan. Of course, no one claimed they'd found a Mayan temple in the mountains of Tennessee, but there were enough similarities to make people wonder, had there
That
once
is
been
insane,
cultural
chat.
contact
Appalachia is older than Saturn's ring, by the way.
between the South
Yeah,
and Central
that's crazy.
America? And now it seemed East Tennessee may have held one of those sacred outposts, but just as quickly as the pieces began to fall into place, they were swept away. The TVA was on a tight timeline. Dams had to be built. Electricity had to flow. Progress could not be delayed.
Ah, wait. Okay, it makes sense now. So this is where they built a dam and it blocked off river. Obviously, that's how dams work. And they built a dam here, which makes sense. But like, look at this. I like this little animation here.
Electricity had to flow. Progress could not be delayed.
I like this little animation. Look, this is how it was before. So these are like rivers, and the Appalachia temple would have been around here. And then, because of the dam, it flooded all of it. What actual footage?
Professor W.S. Webb and his team worked tirelessly to document what they could, taking photos, collecting artifacts, sketching maps of mounds and ceremonial layouts. They crated up what was salvageable and shipped it to the Smithsonian. But the ground itself, the hollows, the caves, the sacred fire pits and painted bowls, they couldn't be saved. The floodgates opened and the waters came. In the end, it wasn't war, disease, or migration that buried this ancient civilization. It was progress. The land tried to speak, but the water came faster. By the fall of 1934, the Tennessee Valley Authority was racing against time.
Look how beautiful this looks. This looks fake. This looks like a Minecraft world or some shit. Like, you know, like I'm going down. I'm trying to find a jungle biome or some shit.
Moved. Every hollow, every ancient fire pit, every unmarked grave would vanish beneath Norris Lake forever. Today, visitors come to Norris Lake in the summer, riding boats and casting lines. They swim in its coves and picnic along the shoreline. Few know what lies beneath.
Little do they know underneath. Little do they know underneath there's an ancient temple.
Maybe that's the cruelest irony of all. In the name of progress, the past was erased. What was found beneath Norris Dam could have changed the way we see the ancient history of Appalachia. A link, perhaps, to cultures far older and more widespread than we imagined.
Wow, what a story.
What a
One
W
that I've
story.
never heard
W
anyone
story.
tell before, until
I
I happened
learned
upon
something.
a newspaper article from 1934 that led me down a rabbit hole and took months to research before I released this episode. Why isn't history like this told? Why do the powers that be try to bury the past and present their own narrative? I think that's what makes this channel special. It's a place where uncensored, unbiased history that's nearly been forgotten can be preserved. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. And I'd like to leave you with this thought before I close. Did you know that this channel is watched by over 2 million people?
Damn, thank you for your Toy Story. Chat, give this guy a follow or subscribe to him. Amazing video. Chat, we'll watch more of these guys. Did you guys enjoy it? I enjoyed it. Yo, Peanut, did you enjoy it? Marek, did you enjoy it? I loved it. Do we play a horror game now? Josie, I bet you enjoyed it. Yeah, Marek enjoyed it. Damn. They fell asleep. Damn. Nah. I'm glad. We can play a horror game now. Josie, did you enjoy it? Josie 100% enjoyed it. That was nice. Let me switch over to the game now. Wait, be right back. Be right back. Yes. Are you ready for the game now? I'm not. Yeah, I'm ready. We should watch more. Yeah, 100%. I'd like to watch more. That was entertaining. What I liked about it is I learned a lot from it as well. You know? Fun fact, my last name was Cherokee clan. That means dark-skinned warrior. Damn. Fun fact, my name is Shadow Gentleman. Let's go. Chat, is everyone ready? I'm not ready. I am not ready at all. Chat, I'm not ready. Chat, I've forgotten the controls, man. Okay. I've forgotten what I was meant to do. Chat, I'm kind of nervous. Okay. Follow the blood. Don't worry, we're with you, bro. Shit. Give me that. Give me that. Is that follow the blood? I'm following the blood. Check out myself. Yeah. Fuck me. Sorry, I sneezed. Let me drink water. Chad, do you hear me sneeze? I had to sneeze. Thank you. I hate my sneeze, chat. Okay, let's go. Thank you. Okay. I'm kind of scared. I don't know where to go now. Okay, I think I'm meant to... Okay, I'm lost. Oh, I'm dumb. Well, you should hear my sneeze. It's literally echo. Damn. Shit. I need to reload. Okay. Parkour JM. Facts, brother. I'm waiting for a monster to jump out, like, damn. Where are they, bro? It's scary when there's nothing. You know what I mean? Okay. Chat, I think there's going... Okay, I don't need to go there. See that, guys? He doesn't want me there. You feel me? That scared the shit out of me. Okay, game. Why his neck like stretched forward like that? I don't know. Look, there's a way back up if I need to. I'm gonna fall down there and then I'm gonna have to run. Ain't no way I'm making that jump. Chat, do I make this jump? Chat, do I make this jump? Fuck off. Huh? Pause. Time out. Time out. Time the frick out. Now you want me to play this game without the light? Chat, they want me to play it without the light. GG's. How did I know I was gonna make it jump and I was gonna fall? Yo, I'm just gonna use my monitor's brightness. Turn it up so much I can see in the dark. I can't see shit. Navigate the darkness. Fuck off. Even with my bright monitor, I can't see. Chat, I'm scared now. Now I'm scared. I was not expecting. Wait, I need to turn my brightness back up. There you go. I was not expecting to play through this without the camera. Get the camera. How am I meant to get the camera? I have to go through the darkness. Left or right? It's not letting me go. Oh, it's not letting me go. I'm meant to go down there. I'm scared, chat. I know the hand dog. Yeah. Chat, I'm shitting myself right now. I don't know where to go. Oh. Chat, do I have a shower real quick? Chat, I'm scared, bro. There you go, chat. You got your shower stream. Chat, I know I'm gonna go down here, and the monsters are gonna be ready to kill me. Okay. Oh, hell no. He's gonna jump me. He's gonna jump me. Oh, shit me. How did I know? Chat, I knew and I got scared. Okay, this guy's gonna chase me, chat. This guy's gonna chase me. Is everyone ready? Stretch, everyone. Get your legs ready. I was expecting you to scream like a girl. Hi, bro. Do you remember? I remember you, bro. You screamed. I screamed, yeah. Oh, hell, chat. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? Do I ask my brother what I'm meant to do? Chat. 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 I'm gonna grab this camera and then monster's gonna be chasing me. I can already tell. Chat, I could already tell. Nah, bro. I stole your camera and dip. Eh! Josie! Your peanut. I screamed, but it was more like I was acting, you know. I had to. You know, there was a delay in the scream. Peanut really wants that, huh? Yeah, Peanut really wants the shower stream. So does Josie. I gave him the shower stream. Okay. Josie's like, he has the shower stream pre-recorded. I have the camera. Guys. Emilia has the camera ready. Wait, let me open up TikTok. There you go. Okay, I'm back. Are you guys ready? Yo, do I ask my brother real quick what happens here? Josie, you need to post that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Hello? Okay, so you know when you drop the camera in Outlast, yeah? You know when in Outlast?
Yeah.
Do you know when you drop the camera and you have to go get it?
Yeah.
And it's dark and shit, and you have no camera?
Yeah.
Okay, I found the camera. When I pick it up here, am I going to be chased by some shit?
Yeah, it seemed like 3 people.
There's going to be 3 people!
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye bye. Tell your brother I said hello. They said yo. They said hello to you. Now bye bye. I told him. I told him. Chat. There's gonna be 3 people chasing me right now. Fucking. I'm fucking dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. I knew there was gonna be people chasing me. Okay, I knew it. My brother goes, there's gonna be 3 people chasing you. I'm like, 3. Yeah, only 3, yeah? They need more than that to catch me. Ah. Joke on you, I got my camera now. I'm brave now. I'd laugh so hard if... Okay, chat. I'm gonna walk up. He's gonna touch me. Chat, I'm gonna walk up. He's gonna touch me.
Only one way out. Only one way. How do you know you're not a patient?
I can sense the big guy. Chat, when you see this, there's big guy. That's what I've learned so far. This means big guy. Jim like... Jim liked getting touched. Eh! 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 Peanut? Josie? What did he say? Poco. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chat, I did a glitch. James cheater. Nuh-uh. I hate the fucker. Oh, that's for the files. Screw that. I don't need files. Chad, do you see that glitch I used? Let's assess the situation. I'm gonna jump down here. He's gonna run up. And I'm gonna have to go this way because this way is blocked. Wait, that's why I got thrown out the window, right? Chat, have you assessed the situation?
house of God is in the theater, behind the light. In the theater, behind the light. You have to see the movie, so that's where I left the card. Okay?
Hey! Joker! I need your help. Where are you?
Yes, coming! I'm coming!
Okay, I need a key, chat. Chat, I need a key. The hidey hole here. Yabba dabba doo. Facts. Did bro just do the nerd emo? Actually. Chat, I'm gonna give it a buck. Part of me does not want to go down there.
Exit interview recorded December 27th, 1985 in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Clearance Sierra Alpha. Subject Dr. Rudolph Wernicke, 14866.
The films are real.
There was no alteration to the footage at all? No trickery?
None.
In June of 1943, you recorded 3 instances of spontaneous bleeding. Half a dozen test subjects began to develop...
Okay, I'm scared.
Yes. The autopsies revealed that the tumors were pure lead.
It killed them? Can you explain why the results could not be reproduced in the United States?
I have my theories. My homeland in those years. It's impossible to understand the things we felt, what we believed. The overwhelming fear, ecstatic rage, and English words are insufficient. More than hope. The human mind in that environment is capable of extraordinary things.
You're saying the experiment needed...
The proximity to death, to overwhelming madness. Only a test subject who had witnessed enough horror was capable of activating the engine.
Do you believe your test subject contacted something supernatural.
Nothing is supernatural.
Then what was it? You said Project Wallrider was a gateway. A gateway to what?
Gateway to what? Okay, I'm laughing so hard. If someone jumped you from behind right now, damn, bro, I'd punch him in the face. Let me reload. I have 6 batteries. This guy's in.
You have to find Wernicke. Only way.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure, you know. I got escape routes. I got escape routes, chat. You see that? I've prepared. Damn. Chat. Who jumped? I think bro doesn't want me in. Peanut, do you have to go now? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna end stream after I get the key. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream here. Okay, today was fun. We did quite a bit. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for coming by. It means a lot. I appreciate love the support. Hope you guys had amazing fun. Okay. We played Call of the Wild. Okay. We did the gun learning about guns. We then watched some Alpaca, a scary history thingy, and then we played some Outlast. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for coming by. It means a lot. I appreciate love, support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, homies. Love you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye Peanut. Bye bye Marek. Bye bye Josie. Bye bye everyone else.